Hello. Day 15, I think. Yeah, I'm a little behind. Things I have learned in the last 11 days since my last vlog. I really need to schedule myself or something because I just keep forgetting to do it. Big thing I've also learned, which I kind of already knew, but confirmation. And I hate it, but it's a fact. I cannot have any starch. I just can't. If I have any at all, I get sugar cravings. And no. It's like putting an alcoholic in a bar. I can't do it. I can't fight them. So I am going to have to go back to no starch, no refined carbs, so no bread, no potatoes. Because I just can't do it. I can't have them and then not have them for the rest of the day. Excuse the video flying about. Abe keeps whacking me with his head. Cuddle time. Yes, and he keeps doing that, don't you dear? Because he's helpful soul like that. And if I stop touching him for a second, he'll waft his head about again. But now he knows he's on camera, so he's not going to do it. Whee. Get back. Whee. He knows. Every time I point the camera at him, he bloody knows. Well, hopefully he'll stop doing it now. No. No. Off. Little sod did it again. You. Get back. He's doing it again. Little sod. You're a sod. Yes, you are. You twerp. Oh dear. Anyway, that is my lesson from the last 11 days. I can't have starchy things because they just kick off the sugar cravings, which I can't fight. And I end up doing that. Well, I'll just have something today and I'll get back on it tomorrow. And I've done that for 10 days. This is how it always goes wrong. This time I have to learn from it. As Dad very rightly reminded me earlier, I am 40 this year. I've got to get a grip on this shit. I really do. I really do. 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, I decided that rather than having I'm going to be this weight by this time or something like that, my goal was going to be, I can't remember if I said this before, my goal was going to be, I'm going to be on track by the time I turn 40. Not target weight, not completely sorted out, because it's not realistic, but I'm going to be on track by the time I'm 40. I have, what are we, 27th? Hang on a second. 27th. I have 4 months and 3 days to get on track. I think it is realistic if I can just get off me flippy backside and stop doing the I'll just have today, I'll do it tomorrow rubbish. Because it doesn't work. Because I've been saying that for 10 days. And I've eaten an awful lot of extra fruity hot cross buns. Which, if you're not on a diet, by the way, from Asda, they're the best ones. They're really nice. And not allowed anymore. So yeah, that's been the past 10 days. Today is day one again. Day one of attempt. Whichever. I don't know. Lost count. Trying again. It didn't go quite to plan today. Not as badly as the last 10 days. But I just forgot. And I don't mean I completely forgot. I don't mean I was just eating junk. Forgetting I was supposed to be eating properly. I mean, I went to Asda to get food. I didn't pick up the pasta salad that I've been having for lunch because, well, for one thing, I'm getting sidetracked again, I'll come back to it. But I know. For one thing, I've been on the prawn, the sweet and tangy prawn pasta salad, which is very, very tasty. But really doesn't agree with me. I felt really ill eating that stuff, and it took me a while to work out that's what it was. So I didn't pick any of that up, partly for that reason, but also because it's starchy. Even though it is refrigerated, even though chilled and reheated starch doesn't spike your blood sugar as much, it's clearly still doing something to me. So I didn't pick any of that stuff up, but I went to the reduced bit, and I got a burrito. Which I've never had. It was very nice. A bit spicy. I'm not good at that. But, yeah, it's got a wrap on it. And I just didn't think about it. I just bought it. Like an idiot. So it hasn't gone quite to plan today. So dinner ended up being jacket potatoes. But it kind of, yeah, it proved the point again. I can't have starch. because then all I could think about for dinner was potato. And it drives me mad, because all I can think about is having something like that. And it gets out of hand. So I'm having a yoghurt for food, and then back on it again tomorrow. Again. Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow, I know what I'm doing. I know where I've been tripping myself up. So tomorrow I'll try again. Get back on it. What I have done is film my exercises, so you can see what I'm doing. I can see where I'm starting. First of all, I'm going to share this little silly pointless little clip. Except it's not pointless, because it was brilliant. Because I haven't been able to do... Well, I've never been able to do a press-up. Let's be honest. Upper body strength is not my thing. Never been able to do them. But I haven't been able to try to do a normal press-up in about 5 years because of my toe. I haven't been able to bend it, so I haven't been able to get into that position. But I did it! I blooming did it! Only for a second, because I have no strength. But I did it! I got into it and I bent my toe just enough to hold myself up. And I am so chuffed with that. Because I've been worried I wasn't going to get the range of motion back after the surgery, and because it's been bad for so long. But I did it! So this is that pointless little video here. I'm going to try and get in push-up position. I can't, because I've just tried it. But it was funny. I've got no strength. I can't even. Jesus, I can't even get. Yes! That'll do! That'll do! That is more than more than I've been able to do in 5 years. That'll do. And then this one is my exercises, partly for my own reference. But I'm kind of hoping one day, maybe, because it's a brain problem, not like an inner ear problem, maybe I'll be able to show an after video where I can actually do them without falling over. Maybe, we'll see. Because it's all balance exercises. I'm doing these mainly for my pelvis, pelvic instability. I've got a bit lax with those as well. I just forget to do them. It's not... Well, it's never deliberate to forget something, but it's not that I'm sort of, I'll do it in a minute. I am intensely resistant to change, subconsciously, not actively. I don't want to do it. I want to get healthier. I want to get in better shape. I am so resistant to change. It's really frustrating. So trying to get into that routine of doing stuff, even though I've been going back and forth from physios and chiropractors for 16 years now. The last 2 years I've had physio for 3 or 4 different things. I should be doing exercises for all of those, and I just don't get in that routine. That whole idea of it takes 21 days to form a new habit is complete BS. Scientifically, complete BS. That came from a study or an observation done many years ago now, and it was a misinterpretation of the data. Statistically, it can take as long as, if I remember the right number, 266 consecutive days of doing a new behaviour for it to become habitual. I'm already really resistant to change, so you can imagine how hard this is. It's not fun. So yeah, I need to schedule myself, going back to the beginning. That's what I need to do. Because I should be doing these exercises every night. And I pay for it. If I don't do them, I pay for it. Yesterday, I gave River her pills, which involves her lying down in the hallway because she's uncooperative. Like that. But she's an old girl. What's she going to do? I pop them down her neck, so I'm bent down. And as I stood up and twisted, my right sacroiliac joint shifted. Now, I hope, if you're watching this, I hope you've never had that happen. Because that is so painful, that nearly took me down. Nearly. Luckily, where she lays is right next to Ren's big... She's got like a 4-foot gate that swings across when I'm not in. Luckily, I was next to that, so I could just grab onto that and just stay there for a minute while I settled down. But Oh, God, the pain on that. And the only thing that stops it is the exercises. So I really have to do them. And I hit a point this time last year, I was completely pain-free. I had no joint shifts, SI joint shifts, none of it, because I was doing the exercises. And I was only doing them once a week. And when I had the classes, because I wasn't getting into the routine in between, not a new problem. But that was enough. That was enough. That did it. That I was completely pain-free. I'd gone from a point where I was on full possible dose of codeine every 6 hours for 4 straight months to manage that pain. And I was on nothing. And then I was discharged. And then it stopped. And I just forgot to do them. Yeah. That's what happens. So I'm paying for it again now. I have had quite a few mornings lately where I've, it's getting towards getting up time, so we're talking like starting at like 2-3 a.m, I'll start to get pain in my right hip, and that's another symptom of it. And that's how it started originally. It was pain starting about that time in the morning, and the closer you get to getting up, or the longer you stay in bed, the worse it gets. That is murder. I've had some of that. If I do these exercises in the evening, I don't get that at all. No matter if I haven't, I could have not done them all year. If I do them in the evening, I won't have that pain. So that at least is easy to do. But it's also a good reminder. If I get that pain, I think, oh yeah, I didn't do them. So I'll remember them the next night. So I am getting on track with those. It's just trying to remember everything, really. It's trying to remember to do everything. Remember the diet, remember the exercises. I have to stretch my toe. So this is what I have to do for my toe. I have to do this. I should be doing this almost every hour from getting up to going to bed. So far I've managed when I get up and before I go to bed, which isn't good enough. But the more I do it, the better it will be. It already is getting better, actually, because the pushing up, it barely hurts now. When I first started doing that a couple of weeks ago, after I saw the surgeon, he told me to really go for it, not be gentle. That really hurt. That was really bad. Because, of course, the bone was still healing. I mean, this was 6 weeks after having a chunk of bone sawn off. It was painful. The pulling down, that still hurts. I don't like doing that one. Especially if, rather than putting my hand on top, if I hold the end joint and pull down, that's sharp. It is getting better, but motivation is hard to come by because that does hurt. I just have to force myself to do it pretty much. But it's getting there. But that, again, that's just a bit of reference for me, so I can see how far I can push it now, how far I can stretch them now. And then hopefully, in say a month, I can look back and see that I've got some movement back, because it's hard to judge when you're in the situation. But yeah, that's where I am at the minute. Forgetting to do everything. Cocking up the diet again. So I thought I'd better do one of these to kick myself up the backside. Just to kind of remind myself, because when I did the first few days and I did these, I was better at it. So this is self-therapy, really. This is a reminder for me to sort myself out. Even if no one watches, I know it's out there and someone might see it. And that'll do. That'll do. Anyway, I'll stop rambling, because I have got an episode of Picard to watch. And a yogurt to eat. And start again tomorrow. Bye.